So, please find a seat and welcome everybody. So now we usually start with some meditation, which is a beautiful way of beginning the evening. So it's only half an hour meditation. I usually lead it for the first 15 minutes, and then you can just relax into it and see where it goes. So, if you like to get yourselves comfortable, some more people coming in, so we have to let them come through the door and see how it goes. So, we usually close our eyes when we meditate, and sometimes when we start on a Friday evening here, there's not that many people. But it's amazing the psychic power of meditation. When I open my eyes at the end of the half an hour, almost the audience in here is doubled. So it must be the power of deep meditation. Anyway, so first of all, with our eyes closed, we become aware of our body. How is your body right now? So when you are aware of your body, you can adjust it. If you need to adjust your legs, many of you sitting on a seat, you can push your feet forward or push them back, extend your knees or so bring the knees in. Sometimes, are you leaning against the backrest? Or do you prefer to push your back forward? Which is the best position for you today? And then the same with your hands. You can put your hands in front of you. You can put them on your knees or put them on your lap like I'm doing now. Which is the position which you feel most suits this moment? And of course, because I have been meditating for so many years, I have noticed that I don't always put my hands in the same position. Even my legs, sometimes I adjust them in a different way. So every time I sit meditation, I become aware of my legs, butt, back, and shoulders, become aware of them enough to be able to relax as much as I possibly can. And it also means you do get to know your body. You get to be aware of it much more than most people are aware of their own bodies. You can feel it. And I make sure it's as comfortable as possible. And I stay with my body. I do a scan through it, up my legs. Are you sure you're okay? Starting from the feet, past the ankles, up the calves, past the knee, up the thighs to the butt. And if I can experience any tightness there, any ache, any pain, I make sure I'm fully aware of it, focus on it, zoom in on it. And as I zoom in on it, then I can relax it and give it a state of ease. It's not that hard when you're mindful, because when you're aware of part of your body, the awareness also allows you to have feedback. You see how that sensation changes. And you see by doing simple things like kindness, just relaxing And imagine my knees are just resting on these two soft cushions, and all the tightness which was in them just disappears. Like sometimes my robe is stretched tight. It can't last that long, certainly not comfortably. So I loosen everything. When things become very loose, then sometimes my robe slips off, but then it's much better than having a very tight robe on you. So you loosen everything in your muscles. So I'm still focusing on my lower legs and then the knees and the thighs, giving them lots of peace and happiness. Say happiness because when you relax, the body feels good. It's like giving it a massage. And go past my butt to my back. Many people do have injuries, back problems, and I usually just stretch my back and then let go. If I let go, it means I don't hold the position of my back, I don't stretch it any longer. I just, okay, I'll stretch you now, I'm going to let you be. And it usually relaxes into a position which was much better than when I started. And my back feels good. I still keep my awareness on it because if there's any part of my back which still needs some attention, my awareness can focus in on it. And as it focuses in on that part of my body, I can relax it even more until my back feels so at ease. But then I also go through the torso of my body, out through my digestive tract, making sure that all parts of that are at ease. If there's any part of my colon or intestines which are a bit tight or feeling uncomfortable, I will pause and just focus good energy there, almost like zapping that part of my body with my kindness. And it does work. And then keep going up my digestive tract to my tummy. And there, my stomach has been pretty good the last few days. Making sure it's very comfortable and at ease. And then past the tummy, the stomach, up to the lungs and the heart. All these other parts of your body which are very important for your health and well-being. You give them a boost of kindness and they tend to work much better for you. Just like if you were kind to the workers at your place of employment, they always do a better job for you. And then you go up to your shoulders. Sometimes, I don't know why, but I tend to hold my shoulders quite tightly. In meditation I learn how to let them loose, be free. I'm not going to stretch you. I'm not going to try and impress other people who may be looking. I'm just going to allow my shoulders to fall into the most natural place and comfortable place. Then allow my awareness to go down, past my shoulders, down my arms, down past the elbows, past the wrists until I get to my hands. By this time my awareness is built in its strength, which allows me to notice the positions of my fingers. And I do pause there because the fingers are very sensitive, so I can feel much more information down there. And I always adjust my fingers, so there's not a right way or a wrong way. It's just what is the most comfortable way. And that of course does change. So now I'm so aware of my fingers, I've got them where they're very comfortable. It is almost like I ask my fingers, how are you? Do you want to be adjusted anymore? As if they did not belong to me, but they were my friends. And I treated them not as an owner and controller, but as a companion. And that means I respect them, and they respect me. And then when my hands are nicely comfortable, I go back up to my shoulders and to my neck. And not the neck, but the throat as well. As many of you have noticed, that I just have some sort of little problem in my sinuses or neck. So I'd be aware of those. I don't try and get rid of those experiences, those feelings, but I give them immense kindness, relaxing them. So the throat relaxes and becomes at ease, and that allows the pronunciation to become more clear for you. And I still feel a bit of pressure in the sinus. But because I'm aware so much of these little things which happen in the body of a 70-year-old, I can make peace with them. And honestly, as I'm making peace with the feeling of tightness in my sinuses, it starts to become less burdensome. And I know that pressure is starting to ease off. It's not that I trust in this method, I know it works. It's not just belief, it's the benefits of experience. It's a wonderful thing to be able to know your body, be able to look after it in this way. And then I go to my face. There's all these muscles around the eyes and the mouth. And they always tend to respond to any anxiety which I may have, any fear, any love, any kindness. You can read a person's face and find their emotions. So I know those muscles well, and I loosen them all up, relaxing those muscles, relaxing any tightness around the eyes, relaxing any pressure around the mouth, until everything becomes at ease. What I always say, relaxing to the max. And I feel my body now, the whole body, all together, and it is at ease. It feels good. It's relaxed. Now it's relaxed. I just wait a few moments longer, and it normally comes, you have the delight of relaxation. My body feels good. once it feels good, there's so much healing happens. My body's relaxed to the max. A lot of times that I resist going any further. I just stay here. My body feels so much at peace. But I usually encourage people to go deeper, to relax your mind as well. And to do that, to change what you're aware of to the thing we call peace, peace of mind. How peaceful are you right now? And to do this, we have to have honesty. How peaceful is your mind from 1 to 10? 1 means really peaceful. 10 means agitated. Once you have an idea of how peaceful you are, it's just almost, we call a skillful means, so you can be aware of what peace is. And also to be able to find out what causes deeper states of peace and what agitates your mind. And general things like becoming obsessed with the past or concerned with the future. Those are obvious things which take away your peace of mind. So, see if you can convince yourself that the past is something you can't really remember that clearly. We think we do, but we tend to choose the events of the past which fulfills our agenda. So instead we just let the past go. And for those people who try to convince you that you learn from the past, actually you do not. You learn from the present. You torture yourself with the past, and you torture others with anger, revenge. When you let go of the past, it's much more peaceful and beneficial, as you can learn from the present moment, from now, because that's real. And also, it's in the present moment that your future is being made. So this is the best place to generate a very wonderful future by focusing in the present moment. And that little encouragement to be in the present and discouraging from the past and the future often works. You come more into this present moment, and you should experience that your mind becomes more peaceful, and peace is very pleasant. It feels good. Just like relaxing the body creates a delight, relaxing the mind into the present moment is also delightful. And it's that awareness of the delight which allows you to stay in the present moment longer than you ever thought was possible, because it's a great place to be. And as you experience the present moment, you can even maybe go deeper into stillness by learning how to be silent. You experience, you never give things a name. when you try and describe what you're experiencing, that does actually create problems for you right now. Just let it be. Know the emotional content, not exactly what it is. Don't analyze things now. You can do that analysis later on if you wish. Just experience what peace is, what silence is, and you can enjoy this moment much more. I've got to be quiet now. Silently enjoy this moment inside. It is getting close to the end of the meditation now. How do you feel? How does it feel inside? How peaceful were you? And how silent? What did silence feel like? You didn't give anything, any names, no thoughts. Just enjoying this moment. Like sometimes I go out at night and see the beautiful stars. I forgot their names. I just enjoy their beauty. And how does your body feel? When the mind is still, the body also is very peaceful. It's like it hasn't stopped relaxing, and it feels great. Beautiful, relaxed body. Now I'm going to ring the gong 3 times to end the meditation. Please listen to every sound of the gong. When the third gong ringing fades away, you may open your eyes to end the meditation. Great. Now we usually have a pause